you having a better website than your competitors is a straightforward competitive advantage. So in this video, let's look at some of the things that are easy to do to gain that advantage and how we can sustain that by making it so good that not even your competitors can copy it. Let's jump in. Hey, it's Samuel Larsen here, and having a better site is a straight up competitive advantage. Now we're going to look into easy to do things that you can do today, basically to ensure that you'll have competitive advantage tomorrow and beyond. So every time a visitor shops on your store, they will have to go through one page. That page that they will all have to go through is checkout. So that is where the money is made. That is the most important page in your store. And that is the one where agencies that do conversion optimization, that's where they start. Now you have a case here where people are already motivated. So they have that thing that they have went all the way through the buying journey, from that initial seeing of ad to adding the product to the cart, going through the cart, making sure that they have what they want, and now they just stop. And that's a big problem. It's like almost 70% of these carts get abandoned. So every time we can reduce that number even a bit, we're making a lot of money. So the way I like to think about this is a sort of a buying momentum. So you have a train or a boat that is already moving on a certain speed, and now you will get friction. So maybe there's a couple of barriers, maybe there's a headwind, that kind of thing. Now, regarding that, is it enough, or is this motivation higher? That's basically going to matter who wins this little battle here. But there's two buckets of suggestions for you. So there's pre-checkout and there's post-checkout. And the abandonment doesn't happen in a vacuum. So it's not just the checkout that is often the problem, although it does play a big part of it oftentimes. But people may not realize that there's unanswered questions, for example, before they hit the checkout, before they're buying or pulling out their credit cards. So it is a journey of the buyer gathering information, sustaining momentum, and making sure that those questions that will prevent some buyers from buying will be answered in an appropriate time. So let's jump into the list. First of all, first problem is pre-checkout related. It is simply not answering the basic questions. And this is a problem that I see all the time. Store owners just don't understand that people want to know about shipping information. They want to know about your return policy, possible warranty that you have. And it is this gap between store owners living in their own world, already knowing the stuff by heart, and then not being able to connect to that first-time visitor that doesn't know any of this. So this is a huge problem, but it's also so easy to solve. Just add this information to your footer, display it on your relevant sections on your product page, and make sure that those questions are pre-answered before they are even asked. Second thing, I've consistently find that the About Us page tends to be the most under-optimized page in so many stores. Now think about it. If you are a store visitor and you want to know if this store is trustworthy, you want to know a little bit more about who you're doing business with. A very reasonable ask, right? But then so many stores just have this couple of paragraph standard About Us page, and it's really a huge missed opportunity because this is something that we see consistently. People bouncing from the product page to the About Us page to just check on these people, like, can they be trusted? What is this company about? Is this like representing me? Can I identify with these people? And as a small business owner, you'd have a great opportunity here to differentiate yourself versus like Amazon, for example. Be likable, but most people just never bother. So that's tip number 2. All right, we're going to speed it up a little bit here. Moving on to post checkout. Now here, number 3, shipping and return info. There's a very easy way in Shopify to just add this to the bottom of your checkout. So you just add this legal information from settings, and then you will have this opening up on a little pop-up light box for your customers, so they don't even need to leave the page. So if they still have some questions, they can have these answered right then and there. Number 4, shipping costs. So make sure that these are reasonable, and you need to find that balance between including a little bit of shipping cost on your product versus having the shipping cost on your checkout. So let's say you sell a very bulky product, but it's not that expensive. Let's say it's $100 and the shipping would be $30. Now you have a problem here because people will already be locked into that $100 price, and now you're asking for 30% more. So instead, you should find a balance here. Maybe use some kind of thing where average order value of $200 would get free shipping to help people go through this pain. So number 5, unreasonable / unclear shipping times. Very, very common need for people to know, when am I actually going to get this product? But so many stores don't actually just provide that information. Like on Shopify, you can put it in brackets, how many days this product will take to ship. So with that information, people will know exactly like, okay, will this ship before my vacation? Will this ship before my wife's birthday if it's a present, for example? And from that information, they can make that decision with confidence. A confused buyer will not buy. So you want to make sure that you answer this question. Number 6, trust. Obviously, this is a bit of a pre-checkout, post-checkout, but many stores don't even change their fonts. They don't change their colors. They don't put on their logo there on the headline. Maybe they could use email address, phone number there as well to display trust. Just so people know that they can contact you. You are a legit company. Everything looks good and nothing looks fishy. So you're trying to avoid this feeling of people ending up in a different experience, or the checkout not feeling like it belongs to the store. So those are a couple of easy trust hacks that you can do right away to make sure that you're good. Now, number 7, and this is probably the biggest, and it's the most complicated to fix as well, but there's a lot of benefit to fixing this. And this is the problem of having no recovery strategy. Like we already talked about, 70% of your visitors will likely abandon your cart. So you want to make sure that you're remarketing and retargeting them. Retargeting is something you simply do with ads. So this is your shopping cart following you around the internet, on display, on wherever, basically, and trying to nudge you forward to making that decision and to purchase. Now, remarketing, these are terms that are often confused, is the email side of it. So let's say you have already filled in your email address. Now people can go, and the store owners can go and send you emails to remind you of that abandoned cart. So pretty basic stuff. Best is to combine these. So for example, if you're going to hit them with a discount, you hit them with a discount on both channels simultaneously. That's a little bit more advanced, but definitely worth looking into. So those are the 7 hacks for optimizing checkouts in Shopify. So it's not just checkouts, it's also pre-checkout. Keep that in mind. Nothing lives in a vacuum when it comes to store optimization. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to future Shopify e-commerce videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.